I hope all of you know I'm running for Congress. When I walked in, a friend said that somebody in the room said, "Why should we support Fred? He didn't do anything in Tallahassee." So I'm going to do something a little out of character. I'm going to brag a little bit. I was one of 3 out of 120 named as the defender of home rule when I was in Tallahassee. What that means is I believe the best government is the least government closest to the people. So I fought against Tallahassee stepping on local government and stepping on us. And if you talk to the people that are in Tallahassee now, they'll tell you that they're stepping on local government now, but I'm telling you they didn't do it when I was there. Number 2, healthcare reform. I went up to Tallahassee to do several things. Healthcare reform, direct primary care, look it up, it's now legal. I passed it 3 times in the Florida House, never passed the Senate. 4th time it passed in the House after I left, still didn't pass the Senate. The 5th time it passed in the Florida House, it finally passed in the Senate. It's now law. It lets you contract directly with a physician or a physician's group. You don't have to go through your employer or an insurance company or government. Direct primary care, check it out. Pensions. I filed a pension bill that had over 5,000 hits the first day it came out because people were afraid. The government workers were afraid we were going to charge them 3%, which we did. Government workers now have to pay 3% to their pensions, and guess what? Florida pensions are 86% funded, probably the best in the entire country, because somebody had the guts to file a bill that I knew would not pass, but it got the process going. Growth management reform. I was mayor of Ormond Beach for 8 years. I got sick and tired of Tallahassee Department of Community Affairs trying to tell us what to do. So I went to Tallahassee to get rid of the Department of Community Affairs. We got rid of them. The first year I was there, I was the only state representative on the committee that had been a mayor. And the chairman of the committee would say, "So Mayor, did we cover everything you need?" I'd say yes or no. I spent hours, dozens of hours, probably over 20 hours with staff to make sure that the legislation that came out of that committee was the way it needed to be. That's a committee bill, so my name's not on that bill. And I'm good with that. Tax reform. I'm the guy that saved you over $1 billion in tax. I am the guy. I was the only one that stood up and said we cannot keep the same millage rate for the school property tax coming out of Tallahassee while the values go up. We must roll it back. The entire House, I was the only Republican that stood up on the floor of the House and said, no, that's a tax increase. If we cut taxes $1 billion over here and we raise it $428 million over here, you have to call it a $572 million tax cut. They didn't want to go on record for raising taxes, so Chairman Matt Gaetz, now Congressman Matt Gaetz, how many of you have seen Congressman Matt Gaetz on the TV? He turned around and he says, and we can thank Representative Costello for this $428 million tax increase. Now, the bottom line is I passed the same number of bills that Ron DeSantis passed. 0. Ron didn't pass any bills, nor did I. I went up there to reform it, to cut government, not to expand it. I need your support. Thank you.